Yo, what's up, everybody? So I recently just saw a Tupac movie, and I thought it was pretty decent. It was good enough. But when I left the movie, one thing that was on my mind was the word love. And I feel like the movie did a really good job showing you the various forms of love that we all encounter every single day. And by that I mean, there's not just one type of love in the world. There's the love that you have for your partner. There's the love that you have for your family, the love that you have for your friends, and then there's the love that you have for people you've never even met, like celebrities or characters on TV. So that's basically what I want to talk about right now. So if you have any opinions on this or want to hear my opinion on this, stick around and let's get into it, all right? So for me, love inspires all of my work. I'm the type of person that loves love. If you go on my Instagram, 99% of the stuff that I like is just about people expressing love towards each other. So don't follow me on there unless you're prepared to see a lot of sappy stuff and posts from like the Black Love page and Souls Reconnected and funny marriage stuff. I'm not ashamed, there's no shame in my game. I would like to get out of some marriage proposal videos, all right? That's just me. But that brings me to my next point. Love is such a broad word. And there's so many different types, like I was saying before. Like the Tupac movie shows all of these. It shows the love that he had for his mother even when she was on drugs. It shows the love that he had for Jada Pinkett Smith, who was his best friend. It shows the love that he had for Quincy Jones' daughter, who ended up being his girlfriend. And then it showed us from a different perspective the love that everybody had for him, even though they had never met him. You know what I mean? That's that celebrity type of love that we have. But what does it all mean? At what point does the lust that you have for a potential mate turn into love? Or how do you quantify your feelings for a celebrity that you've never met? And would you still love your family if they were random strangers on the street? It's interesting to think about how the seeds of love are planted through proximity, but then slowly grow through shared experiences. Does that make sense? It's like hardships bring us closer. Exciting moments create lasting bonds, and seeing someone on TV who we feel represents us in a way that we can't always present ourselves often ignites our imaginations. But not everyone you meet and fall in love with is going to love you. There's so many unseen factors that go into what is love, like timing. Whew. It's probably best you don't fall in love with that person who is married, because that's going to end up very, very messy for all parties involved. And one of the hardest things to realize about love is that reciprocation is not guaranteed. And love isn't about force or control. So if you feel strongly about someone who doesn't feel the same way about you, you can't like shame them into loving you no matter how awesome you think that you are. And you can't impose your will onto them until they change their mind. You have to like respect the way that they feel, the same way you'd want your feelings respected. However, on the other side of that coin, a lot of people will tell you you have to fight for love. You know what I mean? Like even Tupac got curved a couple times by the same girl before she finally fell for him. So it's like, at what point do you have to say, all right, I'm giving up? Or do you keep fighting for the person that you think you should be with? It's an interesting concept that can get a little tricky sometimes, because you don't want to end up a stalker, but at the same time, you don't want to end up giving up way too soon on something that could have evolved into something beautiful. Some will argue love isn't even real. It's just a chemical reaction in the brain similar to eating large amounts of chocolates. Others will tell you it's when two souls connect and form a bond. Maybe they're new souls, maybe they're two souls that have been doing this same dance over and over through many lifetimes, constantly finding each other, because love transcends more than just our physical bodies. And when it comes to family, that type of love, well, Richard Dawkins, his take on it is that the concept of family is helpful for any gene to survive. Likelihood for survival is increased significantly if a child has a parent to care for it, you know? So naturally our brains evolved in a way to create these bonds necessary for our species to continue propagation. I mean, that makes sense, right? Obviously a baby's not gonna survive on its own, so it needs the love and care and attention from a parent to help it grow and move forward in life. But what do you think? What's your opinion on love? Does it really transcend space and time and connect us to this undying force? Or is it just our unevolved brain shooting off neurons, giving us an incentive to reproduce? Let me know below. I'd love to hear your opinions. And if you need me, I'll be on Instagram, Google-eyed over kissing couples, marriage proposals, and family-owned businesses. All right. Have an awesome day, guys. Peace.